All right, it's now 5:30. We're going to start the select board meeting. If you can all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, so we will now open the public hearing for the gravel pit for LJ Development. Mr. Neil Jackson, I understand you want to address the board.
Hi, I'm Neil Jackson, LJ Development, and we're asking for a continuance. One of the owners recently had a heart attack. Our lawyer has COVID, and one of the applicants is very sick, so
Okay.
I'm asking for a continuance.
Okay. I think it's important that you have your legal representation applicants here as well. Is the rest of the board okay with that?
I am. I'm fine with that.
All right, do you have possible dates that you
what's
guys
your-
have in mind?
What's available?
So we would have to do a separate day, which is what we wanted to do the last time anyway, so it's not on our regular board meeting. So I don't know for the rest of the board members, can you guys do another day besides Monday in September? Because the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd are already our regular meetings and our bylaw hearing. So I'm open and flexible. I can do any day. And then also, Mr. McLaughlin or Attorney McLaughlin, when would you be available?
Yes, if I could just be heard on this issue, I would ask that the applicant put this in writing, so we at least have a written record that they've requested it, so we don't get into any issues about delays. We want to make it clear that it's the applicant who needs more time. In October, I have depositions on Wednesday the 9th and the following Wednesday. Aside from that, I'm generally available.
And you were going on vacation, if I remember
I'm on
correctly, right?
vacation tomorrow morning.
Okay, okay.
So, but also, I want to point out that regardless of the attorney's illness, there should have been a sound test filed by today. Sound, noise testing should have been filed by today, and a detailed title report, which should have been filed by today. Those could have both been done without an attorney, but I don't know. When I last checked on Friday, they had still yet to be filed, and that was, we would make the request, they agreed, and they said it would be filed by this hearing, so we should at least make note of the fact that they've not filed the reports unless they have. I don't know if they have.
I don't have any at this time.
Nothing? Okay.
Mr. Jackson, would that be possible for you guys to put it in writing, just that you're asking for a continuous?
Yep.
And so next week you would be available or no?
Next week,
Okay.
I could be available, yes.
Does any day next week work for you guys?
I don't know if their attorney would be,
We would, so we have to come up with a couple dates and send it to them?
because usually.
Oh, 14 days, yeah, so 14 days.
Yeah, I would say 2 weeks. He has COVID. He didn't sound good. He didn't sound good yesterday.
So,
Okay. So do you want to shoot for the last week of September then?
you want to check with your counsel to see when he's available?
Yes. Attorney Costa, are you available?
Yes. What weeks are we looking at?
I think right now, the week of September 23rd.
The week of the 23rd, I can do it on the 23rd. I could also do it on the 26th.
Can either the board, so the 23rd, we already have our original meeting, and we wanted to do this meeting separate, so that we give it its due diligence and its time. So can you, either one of you do the 26th?
I can.
See, you can or you
He
can't?
can.
I can, sorry.
I should be able to.
Right, so we can do a tentative day for continuing this hearing to Thursday, September 26th at 5:30. And then we'll check with the applicant's counsel, and Chris, you'll just send an email.
The applicant can.
You're gonna check with them? and
No,
then get
well,
back
I'll
to
check
Mr.
with him
Martin?
for sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you want us to have another date on the back burner just in case?
Probably be a good idea.
What about that first week of October? To either have September 30th, which is a Monday, or October 1st, 2nd, or 3rd?
I can't do the 30th, I could do the 1st or the 3rd.
And Attorney Costa, can you do any of those dates? The first
I
or the
can do
third?
that week, I can do the 30th, I can do the 2nd. And I could probably make it work on the 3rd.
Can you do October 3rd as a backup? It's a Thursday.
I would just remind the
So-
board that you do have to continue to a date certain, so if you're continuing to the 26th,
Okay,
even if you've got the date on the back burner, you still have to convene a public hearing on the 26th and continue it to a later date. You can't leave it up in the air for the members of the public tonight.
okay,
My suggestion would be to continue it until our next meeting. At
Okay,
that time,
the
we'll have a definite date from,
Okay.
that we can, everybody's able to meet. We can follow up with our attorney, so you can get some dates to Mr. Martin. We can see when you're available. So that way we can set a date on that, our next meeting, so we're not kind of guessing what day will be.
Right.
Okay.
Last thing I want to do is set a date for the 26th to find out it's not going to work for somebody. And we'll
Okay.
wait till the 26th to figure that out. So I'd like to kind of set this at our next meeting so we can come up with a date, a firm day, and move forward on it.
Madam Chair, may I ask a question? Is that, you're contemplating having this hearing formally continue to the next hearing, your next hearing? But your next hearing will not be for a substantive issue, it would only be to find a new date?
Our
Correct.
next meeting is September 9th.
yeah, so,
So what Mr. Sexton is recommending, we address we continue to September 9th, then on September 9th, settle on a final date to continue the hearing.
Okay.
so yes, on September 9th, we would just be setting the date
Okay,
for when the attorney can be here for the applicant.
fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn, for that. I think that's a great idea. Dave, are you okay with that?
I am, thank you, Glenn, for that input.
Alright. So we need a motion to continue it, or do we just continue it, Chris?
No, you need to take a vote to continue the hearing to Monday, September 9th, 2024 at 5:30 PM. At which point you will then settle on a final continuance date.
So, I will entertain a motion for that.
I will make a motion to continue the hearing until September 9th at 5:30 PM, at which time we will set a new date and time for the continued gravel pit meeting.
I'll second the motion.
Any further discussion?
I would just recommend that we had a date of the 24th, correct?
6th.
26th, that if that does work for everybody, that you let Mr. Martin know, and that way we know everybody agrees to that day, and we can kind of look at that day at that time.
Agreed?
Okay.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Jackson, do you have my email address where you can send that request to?
I don't, but I could get it from Kathy.
Okay,
Okay, I'll
I
get
think
it.
that'll be the best way. That way I can, if need be, I can then forward it to Attorney McLaughlin.
Right.
So he has it as part of his records,
Okay,
and then I can put it part of the file.
okay, great, thank you.
Okay.
Yep,
Thank you,
thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that's all we had on the agenda for today.
That's it.
So,
Motion to adjourn.
Well,
Madam Chair?
we're not taking any questions or discussion for the pit at this time. It was just to set a date.
No, I have some other issues,
Well, the meeting was only for the gravel pit today for the open hearing.
nothing else. Okay.
The next meeting for the select board is next Monday at 5:30.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good seeing you, Attorney Costa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right.